We will build theory in like 3 different steps. The first is identify the phenomenon or the concept. So a concrete concept is something we could directly observe, a trait or behavior. An abstract concept is not something that we can observe, like a feeling or an attitude. Next, we'll identify variables, and these are operational definitions of a concept. So sometimes there's more variables to understand a single concept. Next, we'll talk about theory, and it's used to identify the relationships between or among the concepts, and we'll come back to this later. So let's take a look at a couple examples. To the left, we have the concept label, and we'll look at shoe styles, and at the bottom, we'll look at happiness. Then it tells us if it's concrete or abstract, and then we'll look at the variables. So shoe styles are something concrete because we can directly observe what type of shoe styles it is, like a hiking shoe, a sandal, or a tennis shoe or something like that. Happiness is more abstract because we cannot directly measure happiness. We have to look at several variables that surround or identify what happiness may look like or present itself as. Next, we'll look at how theory connects 2 concepts together. And we'll look at this kind of like a bridge. So, our first theory is activity theory. Activity involvement affects life satisfaction. So our concepts are activity involvement, which we can directly observe, and life satisfaction, which is an abstract concept. But we're going to link them saying one is related to the other. Sometimes there's more than one variable that we need to look at to identify or understand a concept. So one concept can be defined by many variables. So here we look at psychological health, and we can look at mood, happiness, and anxiety to help us understand that concept. To give us another example, let's look at an umbrella. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we want to understand physical health, and what identified variables can we use to understand physical health? We can use stuff like weight, blood pressure, resting heart rate, range of motion, and there's probably a whole host of additional variables we can look at as well, but they all fall under the umbrella of physical health. Let's use that same example with mental health. We can look at self-esteem, happiness, coping ability, depression, and a long range of other variables to really understand the concept of mental health.